been feeling hopeless till you came around, came around. All this time, you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs, chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love? What is love? I don't know. No one ever showed me I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me how? Can you love me without you've done? 'Cause
you held me back when I tried to move on from your life. So you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back, now you're here. Cause I'm mad, show no fear. Wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh no, 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 no. Don't you think we're good? There's no way we could be.
Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we are coming back with our Ultimate Decades Challenge, and we have entered into the year 1363. And I hope you guys are doing well today. So welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream. We are doing our first stream of the week, and I am so happy to be here with you guys, and I am hoping you're well. Today we have a lot on our agenda. As we know, we're starting off today with some vampire hunts. We have like 11 birthdays to do, and I'm pretty sure we have at the very least one birth coming in for the year, possibly more. I don't know if we're going to have some births at the end of the year or possibly the beginning of next year. I don't know exactly how it's going to fall, but all of our current Sims that are married right now are pregnant. So I don't know how their pregnancies are going to kind of fall, but we are definitely going to be having babies coming. So it is going to be a bumping year, 1363 and 1364 as well, I believe. So we are going to go ahead and jump in and get started here. And yeah, I think it's going to be pretty bustling. I am really hoping that our dice are going to be kind to us this year because, like I said, we do have 11 birthdays, which means we have 11 death rolls. And with 11 death rolls, as we know, those odds are not always in our favor. So we are going to go ahead and get started and see how things are going to go for us. So our first thing that we're going to do on our agenda is we are going to jump in and check out our spreadsheet. We are currently in Transylvania here because the first thing on our agenda for the day is our vampire rolls, and so we are going to take a look at our vampire hunt. We know for our vampire rolls we have to pull up a D10 dice, and they can't roll a 9. All of our vampires currently is Elise Marie von Schwan, Conrad von Schwan, Alda Mestrom, Archibald von Schwan, and Yasmina von Schwan. So we will roll obviously for our vampires, but because we have also humans in that household as well, they also could potentially be accused. And so basically what we're going to do is say, because they're possibly going to be accused as well, they'll roll a d20 and they can't roll an 18 on a d20. So we'll be rolling for everyone in the family to see if they are going to be accused or not. If they are accused, then we will roll a d4, and they can't roll a 3 on a d4. So we'll be doing a lot of rolling for our vampires. So out of everyone in the family, we have 5 vampires and 1 human. So we will do 5 vampire rolls and we will do 1 human roll. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice, and we are going to do our rolls for our vampires. So our first vampire roll is going to be for Conrad. He can't roll a 9. He rolls an 8. Okay, that was really close. All right, and then we have Elise Marie. She rolls a 1, so she's safe. And then we have Alba. She rolls a 4. And then we have Archibald. Oh no, Archibald is accused. Okay, so he has to roll a d4, so we'll just roll a d4 for him. But let's go ahead and roll for Yasmina here. All right, she's safe. So for Archibald, we have to roll a d4. He can't roll a 3. He rolls a 2, so he is not executed, so we love that. And then we have to roll a d20 for our human, and he can't roll a 18. And he rolls a 19, so he's safe and not accused. So everybody in the von Schwan family once again survived the vampire hunt. We freaking love that. All right, so we are back on our timeline here. We have some birthdays that we need to get through, and hello ostrich the person, how are you doing today? We have some birthdays that we need to get through. We have Henry Petechia aging up to a child and Zena Shoemaker aging up to a child. We have Joanna Harding and Mackenzie Like and Alaric von Schwan all aging up to a teen. So the 3 of them, if they age up to a teen, will also need to roll to find out when they're going to be marrying. So we need to go ahead and roll for all of them to see if they're going to make it. So for the children, they can't roll a 4 or a 13. So for Henry, he rolls a 19 and survives, and Zena rolls a 4, so Zena is going to die. For her, we're going to roll a D4 and find out how long she gets. So it's D4 minus a year. So she's gonna die immediately. All right. That sucks for Xena. And then we have the back for our D20 for the Johanna Harding. We have she can't roll an 18. she rolls a 2. Mackenzie Like rolls a 6. And Alaric von Schwan rolls a 1. So all of them survive. Is Johanna Harding going to marry? Yes, she is, in 11 years. All right, so I'm going to write this down because I'm going to forget. I'm a little sad because my mods folder in The Sims 4 got deleted along with all the 276 mods I had been getting for the past year. Oh my gosh, I would die. I would just absolutely die. That's why I have like literally a backup of my backup. Okay, Joanna's gonna marry in 11 years. And then Mackenzie, is he going to marry? He's going to marry in 8 years. Mackenzie's gonna marry in 8 years. And Alaric von Schwan is gonna marry in 17 years, which means that he's going to have no kids. All right. And so let's go ahead and put Henry Petechia where he belongs on the tree. And we will add everyone where they need to go. And then we will jump into the game and go age everyone up. All right, so Henry, you are going to be getting 28 days as a child. So you'll go there. And then all 3 of these aged up and they get 28 days. I went past where I needed to go. And we'll put you guys there, and that is this color. All right, and then we are going to put in when they're getting married. All right, so if it is 1373 for you. All right, so Joanna Harding will marry then. And Mackenzie Like in 1371. Perfect. And then we have who else? Alaric von Schwan in 17 years. Okay. And he's having no kids, so let me just put that in. Okay, so we have done all of that for our first portion here. We love that everyone survived the vampire hunt. Unfortunately, Xena Shoemaker does have to pass away, which we absolutely hate. So that sucks so bad. There's a cat laying on your coat. Oh. So yeah, I've not been playing the game since my mods got deleted to get my mind off of it and not be stressed. Should I play it again? I think you should play it again. You can always build again. And I mean, why would you not want to do that? That's kind of the beauty of it, because you can always start over, and maybe you'll find some mods and some CC and things that you didn't have the first go around. And, you know, that's always a potential as well, right? All right, so we're going to go into the Petechia household first, and we're going to age up little Henry to a child. So this house is huge. Where is Henry? Henry is there. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are going to go in with little Henry, and we are going to age him up to a child. This is Henry Petechia here. Look how adorable he is. But we are just going to go ahead and age him up to a child and give him his child makeover. We love that. And he was always hungry. Now he is going to be stoic. These Sims tend to be calmer than other Sims and don't usually express their emotions. And he had a 1 in all of his skills. I'm actually just going to make him social. Let's just do social butterfly for him. And let's go ahead and hop into Cass and give him his makeover. And we can, get his photo for the family tree. How many mods do you have? A lot. A whole lot. I don't know. Too many to count. Probably not in this one. In this save file. Let me look and see how big this save file is. I have different save files for different games. But for this one, so this save file for my Ultimate Decades is 160 gigabytes. All right, so he is adorable, but we're gonna take this blood off his face. Considering he's not a he's not a vampire, I don't think he needs to be covered in blood. So we're going to just go ahead and do up a little makeover on him here. And we will give him some eyelashes. And I'm going to give him a little bit of skin here. Let's do maybe, oh no, not that one. Let's do maybe that one there. And give him a little bit of blush. And we can do that. I feel a little bad that you're a great YouTuber and a great Sims player, and yet not a lot of people watch you. That's okay. It is what it is, and I just do it because I love to do it, and the people that do watch me, I appreciate and I'm grateful for, and as time goes on, I figure I will grow as I'm supposed to grow in the time frame that I'm supposed to grow in, and you know, that is what it is. I am not bothered by it. I do this because I love to do this, and you know, we all grow in the time frame we're supposed to grow in. So this is the Petechia household, so they are supposed to be in the green. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in his colors that he's supposed to be in, and then we'll get his photo, and we love that for him. He is a very dapper young man. All of the Petechias really have quite a nice like genetic pool, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they all are quite dapper. They got very good genes, this family. I think I like his eyes. They are very stunning. All right, that is Henry Petechia. We're just going to grab his photo for the family tree, and then we'll hop into the shoemaker home. And unfortunately, we have to take little Xena away, which I really don't like at all. Everyone should watch you. Well, I feel that way too, but you know, beggars can't be choosy, and so it is what it is. I agree with that. That's good. They're all handsome. They are all handsome, aren't they? They just have really good genes. I don't know what happened. They just, the Petechias, like, they just are very, very good looking family. I lucked out with that family. Alright, so we're gonna go to the shoemaker home. I hate that we have to, unfortunately, lose Xena. As we know, Xena was the daughter of, I think she's Juliana's daughter, so I hate that we have to lose her. It was Juliana's firstborn daughter, and now we have to lose her as a child. So we'll age her up to a child and get her photo for the family tree, and then we have to kill her, unfortunately. So I really, really hate that. It's very unfortunate. You know, they tried so long to have this little girl, and they had so many stillborn babies, and then they finally had little Xena, and now she's dying, and I hate that. Maybe we can plead for her. Do you think maybe that we could plead for her? How do you guys feel about that? She was a clingy toddler, and now she's going to be a hot-headed child. These Sims tend to be angry, can rile up other Sims, and become angry when targeted with mischief. She also had a 1 in all of her skills. I'm going to make her mental. I think I'm going to make her a whiz kid. Good. Yes. And let's hop into cast with her and give her her child makeover, and then you guys can let me know how you plead. Plead for her? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take this skin off of her because that's not the right skin for her. And then we are going to give her her quick little makeover here, and then we will plead for her. Because I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to plead for her. She's super cute. All right, let's give her some hair here that is going to be good for her. And what hair should I give her? I think she had kind of curly hair as a toddler. I think I'm going to give her this hair. And she was a blonde. Not blonde, but maybe like, I don't like that hair. That hair is not working out. Maybe this one. I think she had like that color hair. Let's see how that hair is. I like that hair okay on her. That's okay. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And good luck with your mods folder, and have a great time at your grandma's. All right, so I'm gonna leave her hair like that, I think, and let's go ahead and put her in her color. This is the shoemaker house, so they're in gray. You're welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. All right. Let's give you this outfit as your sleepwear and party. Swim. Hot weather. Oh my gosh, those shoes on her hot weather outfit, I didn't even notice. I have to change that. That is ridiculous. All right. And then for her cold weather, we'll go ahead and put her in maybe this outfit. All right. And then for the shoes for that, we'll change to like these. All right. Look how precious she is. Okay, I really hope the Grim is nice to us and doesn't make her die. But you know we don't have very good luck with the Grim, so I mean, I'm gonna not hold my breath, but I'm hoping beyond hope that Porter can talk the Grim into like saving her life. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to kill her off, and then obviously we will plead for her. I even hate that I have to kill her at all. I just want to say that we did and that, you know, it worked, but I can't do that. All right, so we're going to kill her now, and then Porter is going to go ahead and plead for her. Look how fast the Grim appeared. He was like, yes, someone for me to reap. All right, I love it. Oh my goodness. Where is he going? Why did the Grim go upstairs? Hi, Serenity. How are you? This is more easier dressing. Grim is a grumpy old man. I know, right? All right, Porter, it's your time. Plead for Xena. Come on. Plead for her. Plead for her. Come on, before he reaps her. Plead for her. He's like, please let my daughter live. Please, please. Oh my God, he said yes. And it changed Porter into a good sim. Porter has been doing good things lately. Porter isn't a goody two-shoes or anything, but he can be. Embrace the change of becoming good. Yes, let's do that. Oh my gosh. Wow, you literally just saved my life. Words can't even begin to describe how grateful I am. Really, I won't forget this. Xena has been brought back to life. Porter's impassioned pleas to the Grim Reaper must have worked. Oh my goodness. That actually worked, and we love that. Okay, so Xena doesn't have to die. I'm so happy. How's everyone? Everyone is good. We just got to bring Xena back to life. I get to change that on our spreadsheet, which I am loving. Let's go ahead and pause this here and pull up our spreadsheet and change that she doesn't have to die. Xena does not have to die. Take that away. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put Xena on the timeline that she gets to live for her 28 days. Xena Shoemaker. Oh, I guess I need to do a text wrap. Oh my goodness, I'm so thrilled. That makes me super happy. All right, so now that we have made her live, I am super thrilled. We get to go over into the Harding household. Look how happy they are. They're like, yes, this is great news. And she's like, I lived. I'm super thrilled. She's so happy. She had a brush with death. Narrowly avoiding death would give any sim an optimistic view on life. Oh, that's so great. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head over to the Harding residence. We need to age up Joanna Harding to a teenager now and let her go ahead and become a teen because it is time for her to grow up a little bit, which is fantastic. So we're gonna go to the Harding residence now. Okay, we are off to a great start. I was really saddened by the fact that we were going to lose Xena, but the fact that she's going to live now makes me so happy. I really didn't want to lose Juliana's daughter, so I love that. All right, where is... Did Johanna die already? Johanna Harding is no longer with us. Okay, we rolled for Johanna, and Johanna is dead. Johanna Harding must have died. So let me delete her off of here. Alright, so Johanna Harding is gone. We just have Katia Harding. So instead, we'll go to the like residence. See what happens when you have Sims die and you don't delete them off your spreadsheet? Yeah, that's me. That's me doing that. All right, so we'll go and we'll age up Mackenzie like, and then we will age up Alaric von Schwan. So let's go age up Mackenzie like. All right, little Mackenzie, it is time for you to become a teenager. He's like, is it my big day? It is. It is your big day. You get to become a teen. And we love that for you. And let's hope that you age up and you age up well. So he already is unimaginative. Now he is going to be forbearing. These Sims never get uncomfortable, tired, or in pain. Okay, great. So let us go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't know what to do for him. How about, is he marrying? Yes, he is. He's marrying, but when? In 1371, in 8 years. Let's let him marry for love. Let's let him be marrying for soulmate. Okay, that is quite a look. Let's jump into cast with him and give him a little bit of a makeover. All right, we have to do some work on him. All right, let's get this off you. There we go. And let's go ahead and give you some eyelashes and some love here. All right, that hair. I mean, just what is that hair? I don't even know. All right. How about we give you this hair? There we go. And this family, as we know, is the color white because they are the like family, and the like family is the color white. So let's put him in his white clothing, which is great. Let's put you in that one. And then for your formal wear, You can wear, let's put you in this one. And then for your athletic sleepwear, all right, let's get your photo there, Mackenzie, with your red hair. You know what? I think he definitely looks more like Nale than he does Sten. I see a lot of Nale in him. What do you think, Leah Maria? Don't you see a lot of Nale in him? I certainly do. All right, and then we need to go over and we need to age up Alaric von Schwan. And we need to age him up to a teen now. How much he looks like his mother. Like, yeah, he's like the spitting image of her. I mean, he obviously has Sten's like jaw, but aside from that, like, he is the spitting image of his mother. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the von Schwan family and age up Alaric von Schwan now to a teenager. Let's all go over to Transylvania. All right, and into the von Schwan family we go, and we'll be aging up Alaric. All right, Alaric, where are you? Is Alaric gone too? Alaric is gone too. Honestly, I just didn't delete their names. All right, Alaric is also no longer with us. All right, so let me delete Alaric from the marriage. So Archibald, Mackenzie, and Alaric is gone. All right. Well, there you have it. All right, so we don't have to age up anyone else. We rolled for people that didn't have to be rolled. All right. As we know, now that we're in this household, Alba is now a vampire, and she had Elise Marie turn her because she is not wanting to marry. She's not wanting anyone for her future. She's not wanting children. She just wanted to spend eternity with her parents as vampires. She wanted to be a vampire like them because she was like, I don't want to grow old. I don't want to die. The idea of that is just asinine to me. Like, I can live forever with you guys. Of course I want to do that. So she snuck into Elise Marie and she was like, I need you to go ahead and turn me. And Elise Marie was like, your dad is going to be just fit to be tied livid about this. And she's like, no, he won't. Maybe initially he might be a little bit upset, but once he realizes that I'm going to be with you guys for forever, like, he'll get over it. This is what I want for my life, so just do it. So Elise Marie went ahead and she did go ahead and turn Alba into a vampire, and she now is a full vampire. She's already transitioned, and so she is in the hopes of trying to become a master vampire. Like, her plan is to become a master vampire. She wants to be a strong vampire like Elise Marie and be able to turn other people and things like that. So that is her hope, is to become a master vampire one day. I don't know that she'll actually achieve that, but that is kind of her hope, is that she'll one day be able to be really strong like Elise Marie is, because Elise Marie is a master vampire. So that is kind of her hope, is that she'll be able to do that. She is very beautiful, by the way. Oh, thank you. She grew up very well, didn't she? Although she's kind of being a little bit of a brat. I mean, she is a teenager after all, and now she'll be stuck, I guess, in her teen years for eternity. So isn't that fun for us? I don't know how that works. Like, the vampires, when they're turned as teenagers, do they never age again? So is she always going to be a teenager? If so, that might be a little bit of a pain, because honestly, the teenagers go through phases and things like that, so that might be a little bit of a nightmare. But yeah, she's been turned as a teen, so yay for us. So we kind of love that. Elise, Marie, and Conrad have gone ahead and tried for another baby, and I do believe that they are expecting. She doesn't quite know that yet. But they did try for another baby, and she's hoping that they will obviously have some more children, since they have lost some of their children here recently, and so they're trying to fill their household. And so hopefully soon she'll find out that she is, it says growing family. This home is looking so much fuller. Yes, the space, but also the love. So she loves the fact that they have a family that's growing and that their family is getting bigger. They love the fact that they have a nice big family. She obviously wants a nice big vampire family. That is her ultimate goal here, is to continue on the family here and to have this big loving family. That's all she really wants. And obviously Conrad wants that too, and he wants a bunch of heirs to continue on their line and things like that. So we love that for them. So they are definitely continuing to try. The thing with them is that they're not bound by the rules of the whole when they're an adult, they can't continue to try for babies because they're vampires. So they can just keep on having babies. And if they want to keep having babies, they can just keep having babies, because they're stuck in young adulthood for eternity. They're never going to age. And so that's why everyone in the town and everyone around are kind of looking at them and thinking, like, why is it they're not aging and they're still having kids and they're still doing all of these things? Like, we're all getting older and we can't have kids anymore and we can't do these things. And here they are just continually popping out babies and things like this. And so everybody's just really suspicious of them. So that is why the vampire hunts. But thankfully they've had 2 now, and they have not had any, you know, some of them have been accused, but they've not been executed, and no one has succumbed to the vampire hunts so far. So we've been blessed in that. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to jump in with our main household. We're going to check in. As we know, John did lose Sophia, and they did have twins. And we do have ourselves an heir now. So we do want to go and check in on them, see how things are going with them. As we know, Juliana is thrilled by the fact that she has a little brother now, because she's like, yes, I don't have to be the heir. All I gotta do is keep this kid alive, right? So she's thrilled. She's thinking, maybe I can get out of this. I just have to help Dad keep this baby alive, and I'm golden. So she is, you know, loving this news. She's like, we just have to keep this baby healthy, and, you know, if he can live, then I am home free. And so that's really, you know, all she cares about. Obviously, everyone in the house right now is, you know, really, that literally just told me that John is showing signs of being overweight, which is funny. I have the private practice in my save file here, just to kind of give it a little bit more realism. And I did put a clinic in the, like a medieval clinic in the game, so that if they need to, they can go to the clinic. And it literally just told me he's overweight, which is pretty funny. No, she will age up to a young adult and stop aging. Okay, very good. Thank you, Serenity. I should have known that you would be able to answer that for me, because anytime I have a vampire question, I always say to myself, I need to go and ask Serenity, because she will know. You're like my vampire expert. So yeah. So, what was I saying? Anyway, everyone in this house is really, really sad because Sophia is no longer with us, but also Juliana has underlying happiness. Not because Sophia is gone, but because they have Xavier now, and she's just like, this is fantastic. I am loving the fact that we have this little boy in this household now, and she's like, I'm going to tell him a bedtime story. I'm going to absolutely just spoil this child completely rotten because he's our heir and he's my little brother. I've been waiting for forever for him to get here, and we finally got a boy in this house. I don't have to be the heir. He can be the heir. We just have to keep him alive. She's just fit to be tied about it. Like, she's like over the moon about it. And, you know, John, of course, is thinking to himself, you know, I'm glad that Juliana feels this way, but maybe she is being a little bit too happy prematurely, because they're only infants, and there's a lot that they have to live through. And as we know, we don't have a very good track record for keeping children in this family. And so he's not that hopeful that they're going to survive, because he knows, like, we've lost so many kids in this family. And, you know, does he want them to live? Obviously he wants them to live, but he also is just, he's a realist. And he's like, I think you're being prematurely hopeful about these babies living, and you're putting a lot of pressure and a lot of hope into Xavier when, you know, you might still be the heir. I can't believe they both have red hair. I know, right? Actually, everyone in this household has red hair except for Juliana. She's the only one that's a brunette. But, you know, she's like, I realize that maybe I might be being a little bit premature with this thought process, but also I'm just being really hopeful. And he's like, there's a difference between being hopeful and just being foolish. And I'm unfortunately, I'm worried you're just being foolish. And she's like, well, thanks, Dad, you know. And he's like, look, at the end of the day, look around you. Like, you were the only child for a really long time because we lost everyone. And for you to think that that might not be the case again makes you a little bit naive. And she's like, I'm just trying to be positive. And he's like, yeah, I understand that. And Sophia was also trying to be positive, and look where that got her. And she's like, wow, too soon, Dad, too soon. And he's like, no, again, I'm just being realistic. Sophia was all positive. This is going to be great. This is going to be this. This is going to be that. And she's no longer with us. And she's like, yeah, but that's because, like, look at all the babies that she kept having, you know? Where'd that plate go? It didn't go into the sink, I don't think. Oh, well. Anyway, so, you know, he's just really depressed. He's upset. He wants to be hopeful. He wants to be happy about these babies. But also, I think he's a little bit bitter about the babies. I think he kind of blames them a little bit that his wife is gone. He's once again lost another woman to childbirth. And I think, you know, a little bit of him is blaming the babies. And yes, he wanted an heir. And yes, he was the one that kept on telling her, let's keep trying for babies. Let's keep trying for babies. And so maybe part of him blames himself too. But I think that he's just like, my wife is gone and it's their fault. And I think he does blame them a little bit. Maybe a little himself, but mostly the babies he blames. And so there's a little bit of bitterness there. A little bit of hurt towards them. And when he looks at them, he can't help but feel that pain. I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up. And all my friends seem to have it figured out. How do I figure it out myself? Whatever. You've got time. You need to just, you know, calm down. And she's like, I don't have time. You're telling me that I might be the heir. And he's like, you still have time to figure these things out. you know, we have time. And she's like, we don't have that much time, Dad, because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know, you know, what our future is going to hold. And he's like, none of us know what our futures hold, Juliana. That's the whole point. And look how sad they are. Like, this whole family is just really struggling right now. She's like, I think you should go down and you should get some work in. And he's like, I probably should. You're probably right. So I'm going to get him to come down. I'm going to get him to harvest everything and do a little bit of crafting his nectar. And maybe that might get him in a little bit of a good mood. I doubt it. But I'm going to make him try, at least, and just see if that might help his mood a little bit. We know that he does have fun when he does that. All of the babies are in pretty good shape. Everyone seems to be doing pretty good. I'm going to have Juliana just clean up a little bit. Suddenly she, even as a teenager, has now become the eldest in the house, aside from John. And all of the duties have now kind of fallen on her shoulders. Her and John have to take care of everything in this house because Sophia's gone. And so she's going to have to learn how to cook. She's going to have to help clean. So she just gained a lot more responsibility. And she's like, this has suddenly gotten very real for me. There are babies to take care of, and you know, chickens to take care of, cows to take care of, laundry to be done. Like, Sophia used to handle all, like, majority of these things, and she doesn't know how to take care of children and do all of the cooking and the cleaning and the, like, she did the chores as far as, like, taking care of the chickens and the cow, but Sophia handled everything else, and she doesn't know how to take care of all of this stuff, and now she is suddenly thrust into this role. And she's like, I am way out of my element. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing or how to do these things. And John's like, you're going to have to help me and you're going to have to figure it out. And she's like, I'm just a teenager. I don't know what I'm doing. And he's like, I understand that, but you're going to have to learn some responsibility at some point or another. You're going to have a family of your own. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, well, now's as good a time as any to get some practice. She's like, I think it's a little different doing it with your own than someone else's. And he's like, you have no choice. I need help. She's like, you could marry. And he's like, I'm not marrying again. I'm done. So he is resigned to the fact that he's not marrying again. He is over those days. And she's like, okay, that's fine. And the reason he isn't going to marry again is mainly just because, as we know, he's scheduled to pass away soon. We only have him for a couple more years. 3 more years, actually. And then he's going to die. So I'm not going to get him remarried because then he's just going to die on his wife. And then she would have to be remarried. And that would change the name of our family. And I'm not going to do that. So there's no point in getting him remarried. He has help here with Juliana, even though she's kind of complaining about it. He's like, you're old enough to help and you can help. And she's like, very good. I'll figure it out. And he's like, yeah, you'll figure it out. As a matter of fact, why don't you go ahead and go upstairs and learn how to cook? And she's like, what do you want me to cook? And he's like, I don't really care what you cook. Start slow. Get some gruel making. And she's like, okay. So she's going to come on up here. She's going to get some gruel cooking. It's the easiest thing for her to make. Nobody likes to eat it, but it is the easiest thing for her to make. So she's going to make some gruel. And John did not do what I told him to do. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, good. All right, so he did do the wine. And as you can see, we have completely filled all of these racks. And we are now working on these over here. So that's great. He's like, I don't even want to do any more. Please don't make me work on this anymore. But I am going to make him work on this. And I also put some more plots out. We're going to plant some big plants. Plant some oversized crops. we're going to plant some lettuce, and we're going to plant some watermelons, and we'll plant some pumpkins, and we'll plant some mushrooms and aubergines. So we're just going to plant everything here, and we're going to start growing some oversized crops as well. That way we can have some oversized crops growing, which will be fantastic. I think that will be good for our garden as well. So after he's done with his nectar making, he'll come up and he'll start planting those things. And we'll get those growing here in our garden, which will be lovely. What are you doing, Amelie? Amelie's like, I'm just out here looking at the birds. Okay, well, you are desperate for some fun and you are desperate for some bed. And she's like, well, the bed seems more important to me, so that's what I want to do. Did you make some gruels? She totally did. All right, great. He's good. She needs to be fed. All right, so you can go up and feed the little one. Where's Diana? She's in bed. All right, can you feed her? Okay, so we're just going to have her come up and give her a little bit of a bottle feed. And then we need her to clean up a little bit. Okay, can you not feed her? She's like, yeah, I can. All right, feed her. All right, and John is just going to head out and start planting these plants. Perfect. He wants to water with the tears. We'll let him do that. He can cry over the plants. It's super sad. It really is. Like, he's really, really struggling with this loss. I think that, you know, losing one wife to childbirth was hard enough. Losing the second wife to childbirth, equally difficult. Losing another one, he's like, what kind of luck do I have, honestly? Wonderful. I'm so glad that you are taking care of Diana. We love that. Amelie, why are you not coming to bed? You were headed up here to bed, and now you're not. I don't understand. Just come up here and go to bed, sweetheart. All right, you need to wake him up, and Xavier needs to be fed as well. She's like, but he's sleeping so soundly. Yes, but he needs to be fed. She's like, I'm going to clean up first, and then I will wake up that little tot. Okay, that's great. You do that. So as you can see, Juliana is feeling pretty fine. She's like sore from doing chores. She's not used to this. She's not used to having to do so much. She's not used to having to really take on quite this much stuff. And she's just like, this is a lot. I didn't realize how much Sophia actually did and how much like she actually put into this family. And so it's really stressing her out, you know, realizing how much work it is to be like the woman of the house. And I mean, she's technically not the woman of the house. She's just his daughter, but she's kind of taking on that role for him by caring for the household duties and being the domestic one of the house. And she's realizing that this is a lot harder than she thought it was going to be. And she thought that it was just really simple. And, you know, life yesterday for her, or, you know, 3 months ago, I guess we should say, was super simple for her. She didn't have to worry about these things. Her biggest worry was, am I going to become the heir? And now look at her life. And she's just like, I really miss Sophia, and I didn't realize all she did for this family. And she's really missing the fact that, you know, she feels kind of like she took her for granted. And she's like, I wish that I hadn't have, you know, taken so many things for granted. She's feeling super tired as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let her get a little bit of sleep here. And John, honey, you need to go to the bathroom and get yourself something to eat. Good thing your daughter made some gruel. He's like, oh yay, gruel. I know, but it's better than nothing and it'll keep you from starving. All right, all of the babies have been fed. We love that. Juliana's headed off to bed. John's just going to go to the washroom and then have himself a little bit of gruel. Thankfully, there is some cheese and fruit here as well, so they've got some food to eat. We love that. But it is almost 10 o'clock at night. They're up a little bit later than they normally are up because it's taking them twice as long to get anything done around here because, well, it's just the two of them. They need to clean the shed. So after you eat, you're going to have to clean this shed for the cow because no one took care of the cow today. Oh my gosh. He's like, why didn't she take care of the cow? Well, because she was tending to cooking and the chickens and the babies, and there's only one of her, and he's like, how are we going to make ends meet? I'm fairly certain that this is, oh, it's fine. Okay. I thought our fridge was busted, but I think it's okay. It just is the light glaring off of it. All right, so he is going to, don't worry about it, or don't, it's fine. Go mess with the cow. He's going through a midlife crisis. Life seems to be passing John by these days. It's the same thing day in and day out. Yeah, well, that's the life of a farmer. Calm down. All right, you need to go to bed. He's like, yes, but my little one, Xavier, needs me. Xavier's fine. You go to bed. Here, go to sleep. There you go. All right, everyone's in bed. We love that. The children are A-okay. I mean, they're awake, but their needs are stellar. So you just let them carry on. So it is Monday, it is April of 1363, and on our timeline here, we do have a couple more birthdays. So for today, we have Mara McNally aging up to a child, and we have Simon Petechia aging up to an adult. So we need to go ahead and pull up our dice and see if they are going to be able to age up. So for Mara McNally, she can't roll a 4 or a 13. She rolls a 10, so she makes it. And for Simon, he needs to roll higher than a 7. And he rolls an 11. We love that. All right, so... oh, I didn't show you guys the dice. Well, crud. Let's roll again. For Mara McNally, she can't roll a 4 or a 13. She rolls a 2, and Simon needs to roll higher than a 7, and he rolls an 18. There we go. All right, so let us go ahead and we will put them on the spreadsheet where they belong, and we will go and give them their makeovers. So she gets 28 days. She's going to be here. And then Simon, where are you? You get 40 days. Perfect. All right. We love it. Simon is already an adult, so he just gets to get a little bit more gray, which is fantastic. But we are going to go ahead and head over to the McNally home, and we are going to give her her makeover. And so let's go see Mara. All right, little Mara. It is time for you to age up. Look how cute you are as a toddler, but you need to age up to a child. Oh, she's so cute. All right, she had the slow to warm up temperament, and now she's going to be a loner. These Sims become happy when alone, do not receive negative moodlets when their social need is low, and they become tense around strangers and become embarrassed more often by social rejection. All right, she also had a 1 in all of her skills. I'm going to give her, I think I'm going to give her the motor skill and do the chore master. She likes to help out around the house, it says. And let's go ahead and put her, like, go into cast with her and give her her makeover. She had red hair to begin with, so we're going to make her a redhead again. It aged her up with blonde hair, but we're going to make her again a redhead. All right, so let's go ahead and give her her little makeover here. And we love that. So we are going to give you some eyelashes. And let us change your hair, honey. And the McNallys, what do they have? They have purple. All right, so there is Mara McNally, aged up. Let's go ahead and get her photo for the family tree, and then we are going to go and check and see if we can give Simon a little bit more gray in his hair, I guess. If I still have that in my game, which I'll have to check. This is his new wife, obviously. I don't think you guys got to see her, but this is Georgina McNally, Amir's new wife. And as you can see, she's just out here kind of cleaning up. And they were wed, and so she's just out here cleaning. They got married, and he is smitten with her, and they married pretty quickly and instantly we're trying for a baby. She is really, really feeling happy. She's got some shared joy, and it says she is happy from it snowing. She's happy from the fresh air. She's happy from just being married. The promise of a lifetime of companionship would make any sim happy. And she's happy from when she was engaged. So we love that. Oh, he's very uncomfortable because he's running a fever, which is not good. But yeah, she is, you know, a lovely sim. She is the other Donner twin. So we love that. So this is Georgina Donner. He married the other Donner twin. And yeah, we love that for him. But let's go ahead and go see the Petechia household, and we will see if we can give Simon a little bit more gray in his hair because he is getting a little bit older now, and he is now what, in his 30s. I mean, I won't give him too much gray because he's only in his 30s, but it does say he needs just a little bit of gray because he's now, oh, he was just a young adult and now he's an adult. So we'll need to age him up to an adult. So he does need to age up to adulthood. So we will age him up to an adult. All right, you, let's go ahead and age you up to an adult. So set age to adult. All right, Simon aged up to adulthood, fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, and midlife crises await. The perfect time to start wrapping up those lifelong goals. So he is now an adult, which is perfect. I'm actually not going to give him any gray since he's just 30 and he just now aged up to an adult. We'll start giving him some gray when they hit their 40s. We'll give them a little bit of gray. So we love that. And he has just aged up to his adult birthday. He's got a bunch of presents coming in the mail, so we love that. Bridget is feeling really happy from being on the lot. Everyone is just grabbing themselves a little bit of food here, it looks like. I am going to have Simon go ahead. Why is he feeling so sick? He's nauseated from the stomach flu. Well, great. We love that. I'm going to have him make a little bit of gruel. Look at him hug his boys. Oh, he's such a good dad. I'm going to make him get a little bit of gruel going though, because it does look like some of the gruel that they already had made has gone off. And so they will need to go ahead and have a little bit of gruel made. And he does seem to like to cook a little bit. I don't know that Bridget necessarily enjoys cooking, but I do know that every time I come in here, he's like cooking things. So we'll get him to cook. She's going to just clean up a little bit. So we love that for them. She picked it up and then just sat it right back down. Clean that up, please. She's like, I don't really want to clean up. And he made the gruel. Okay, great. We love that. Everyone can just go ahead and eat something now because if they're hungry, there's some food here. It looks like everyone is coming to grab some food that needs some food. She's coming to get food. Food. Why don't you come and grab some food as well? Oh, you can't grab food. You're a little baby. But Mom can come and feed you. So let's get Mom to do that. Mom can come and give you a feed. Alright, so she is just going to come in here and we are going to give this little one a feed, and then oh, Henry really appreciated receiving such kind attention from Alexander just now. That affection made him feel extra special. Does he like affection? Yes. All right, you can go ahead and you can feed the baby, and then when you're done with that, you can unload and move the laundry to the clothesline. All right, great. Simon's wanting to love on Bridget. All right. We love that. So as you can see, they are just having a nice little family here. We love this family. This family's huge. Henry and Alexander have a difficult family dynamic. Henry and Alexander literally just had some special attention, and now they have a family dynamic that's difficult. Why? Why are they difficult? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to say no, because they literally were just being affectionate with each other, and now it's telling me they're difficult. So to me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to say no to that. And Simon has decided that he wants to be family oriented. So I'm going to say yes. That would make sense considering he has quite such a large family here that he definitely wants to go ahead and be family oriented. So she's going to go down and put the clothes on the line, and then we will have her go ahead and do a little bit more wash, I think, just because it's kind of everywhere, and we'll get her cleaning up. And Simon, you can come out and scatter the feed for the chickens, and then you can collect the eggs. Wash that in the wash tub, please. And then you can go to the washroom. He's like, I'm about to pee myself. You totally are. I did not notice that until just now. I am terribly sorry. Everyone actually is kind of in desperate need of the loo. I am so sorry about that. She is feeling quite happy, which I love. What is wrong with her? Ew, from being spit up on while burping. Babies are so cute, but getting spit up on is gross. Yuck. Bridget, you have got so many children. You would think you would be used to being spit up on by now. Look how happy she looks, though. She's like, you're right. You're so right. Like, look at all these babies you've got running around. You're not used to being spit up on by now? Come on. Give me a break. All right, why don't you come out? No, okay. I guess you can't do that, but you can go ahead and go to sleep. It is looking like you're kind of tired. Oh, you guys can't go to bed because there's a crib here. Let me delete that. There. Now you can go to sleep. And you can go to sleep. There you go. Oh, Dulce has gone into labor. Okay, let's go see Dulce and we will have a baby. All right, the residence. Where is the residence? Oh, I think they're back in this part of England. Where are they? Oh, no, they're not. I lied. They're in Scotland, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I remember now that they wanted to stay in Scotland because she was used to living there, and so we left them in Scotland because that's where she was used to living. So they are in Scotland, and so we are here with Dulce, and Dulce is in labor, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to let her have her baby. She is going to have her baby. It requires a bassinet. Okay, do we not have a bassinet in this house? It would seem not. Let's find out where's a good place to put a bassinet. There's got to be a good room for this. Maybe we can... Oh, crap. Where's a good room for a baby? Maybe this room is a good room for a baby. Let's go ahead and put a baby bed in this room. So we'll just delete this bed and we will put a crib in here. And that will be fine. Let us do that. Where is the little crib? All right, let's just let her have the baby here in this room. Let's get her to go have that baby. She's like, oh my goodness. Look at her. She's like, I'm starving and I'm in labor. Oh, she is quite hungry. All right, but can you just make it down there to that crib or that bassinet and just have this baby first? And then I promise you, I will let you go and get yourself something to eat. And she's like, yeah. All right, we are going to have this baby. What are you having, Dulce? Are you going to give him a boy? Are we going to have an heir in this family? Or are you going to have yourself a little girl? What is it going to be? She did give him an heir. It's a boy. All right, so let us go ahead and open up the wheel for boy names, and we are going to spin the wheel and see what we're going to name this baby. We're going to name this baby Christopher. All right, and let us go ahead and name this baby Christopher, and we're going to have to go ahead and roll for mom and baby. So let's pause it there, and we will pull up our dice, and we will roll for mom and baby now. As we know, mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 5, so mom survives childbirth. Baby needs to roll an odd 8, 10, or 20 to survive. And baby rolls a 12, meaning baby dies. Oh, I hate that. All right, so let us go ahead and take away our dice, pull up our spreadsheet, and put down that the baby has died. It is, as we know, Monday. And so we're going to put on here that Christopher, died. Oh, let me go ahead and text wrap that. And we will go to our info tab, and we are going to Dulce. All right, Christopher, son of Cuthbert and Dulce. He was the 5th generation male. And where are we? We are in the, so we're in April of 1363. He's deceased in April of 1363. He is British, I believe. Let me just check and see what Cuthbert is. Yep, he is British. And stillborn. And he was a single birth. Okay. Well, we have updated that and the timeline. And unfortunately, we have to take this baby away from mom, which is awful. Their first son, and we have to take the baby away. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and continue on with them. They are very sad from their baby being gone. And look at, he's like, oh no, my son was stillborn. And she's like, yeah, I know, it was horrible. She was like, I was really upset about that. And he's like, did you do something wrong? And she's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. He just likes mischief. Cuthbert doesn't feel right about all these tricks and games. Should he turn a new leaf and accept that he dislikes mischief? Yes, he should. Alright, great. He's gonna go cry it out in bed. He's super sad about the loss of his son. You know, he was really, really hoping that he would have a son because he wanted to continue on his legacy. Obviously, he was thinking about how proud he was going to make his father Sten. Even though Sten's not around, he was like, I'm going to continue on my legacy. I'm going to make my father so proud. Our name is going to continue on. And so he was really, really just pumped about this baby and hoping it was going to be a boy. And it was, but unfortunately the baby died. And so he is really, really torn up about this. Obviously, I think that Dolce is pretty upset as well, but I think that Cuthbert was just like overly hyped about this whole situation, and it's really hitting him a lot harder maybe than it's even hitting Dolce, because he just had himself worked up about it so much. And you know, she's kind of thinking like, yeah, I wanted this baby, but like, I don't know. It's not hitting her as hard as it's hitting him. Like, it's hitting her hard. Obviously, she lost a baby too, but for him, it was about legacy and his father, and like, it just meant so much more to him than her. To her, it was like, yep, I had a baby and I lost a baby, and that's tragic, and I hate that, and obviously we're gonna have to keep trying, and kind of that's where her mind is at. And he's just like, oh my god, it was my heir, and the legacy, our family legacy, and the name for our family is gone, right? And he's just making this big mountain out of it, right? And she's like, we can try again, we can. And he's like, I know, but like, our legacy. And she's like, we can continue to have a legacy, you know, like we'll continue to try for more babies. So yeah. He's just not kind of able to see past the end of his nose on this one. Do you know? Like, he's almost like looking at it like it's the end of the world. And she's like, we're not dead. We can continue to try. And he's like, yeah, but our legacy. And she's like, yeah, our legacy will continue on. It will. Like, we're young. We're still teenagers. We have our whole lives ahead of us. Do you know how many more babies we can continue to try for? Like, this is one attempt. This is one failed attempt, but it's only one attempt. So she's trying to, you know, yes, she's sad, but she's trying to remain a little positive in the light of the fact that, you know, they've had this sad news. She's trying to not let it kind of like end her life, do you know? And he's just like letting it be this huge thing. She's like, here, honey, let me help you. I'm going to clean this up while you do that. Like, I really appreciate you fixing that for me. And I love that you're doing that. I am literally about to starve to death. So we hate that. Oh, great. They're literally like, you need to literally fix yourself something. Go over here and fix a meat potato pie. And she's like, I don't actually know how to cook, but I will go ahead and try that. Okay, could you make this meat and potato pie without burning the house down? Because that would be great. But you are literally about to starve to death, and I don't need you dying. So that would be great. If you could just do it without burning the house down, please. Just please. And she's like, I will do my best, but no promises. Okay, great. So she's trying to make a meat and potato pie. She's doing a very poor job. Like a very poor job. She is attempting though. Like she's thinking to herself, I have 0 life skills. 0. But she's doing her best, and she's at least putting forth a bit of effort here. She's about to cut her hand off. So we love that for her as well. But she's stopping to take a photo. She's like, this is me. I'm cooking and I'm great at it. Yes. Literally no phones back then. So what are you doing? Paprika to the face. Like, we are loving this attempt at cooking. We really are. It's been so much fun to watch. But could you please get it in the oven? And she's like, do I really want to though? Seriously, stop worrying about that and finish this. Resume this pie. Why won't she do this pie? Oh my goodness. Welcome to the neighborhood. Okay, great. The welcome wagon is here. All right, fine. We'll invite them in. Maybe they brought cupcakes or something. Are they here? Where are they? Okay, I cannot get her to do this meat and potato pie. Why? Is there something? Okay, there's this. It's in the way. Okay, let's try to destroy that, and then you can resume this. Don't tell me you can't do it. Just do it. Go resume the pie. There's got to be a reason why you're not able to cook this. What is the reason? Honestly, what is the reason? Oh, hold on. Whoops. Put that back. Okay, let's put that there. And then let's see if I can get her to resume it now. No? Okay, let me cheat her hunger before she dies. Resume the pie now? No. Can you resume the mac and cheese? No. Okay, so it's something with our oven. This oven doesn't work. All right, let me see if I can get her a different oven. Oh, The Sims. You know, we love it. Maybe we can give her this one. No? Okay, maybe we can give her this one. Huh. That is so weird. Alright, how about I move you here, and move you here, and move you here. Now can you resume it? Nope. Okay, they can't cook in this house. I'm clearly gonna have to figure out why they can't cook in this house, but they, for whatever reason, cannot cook in this house. Which is really a pain because I mean, they kind of need to be able to cook.
Yerbek, Fafaru, Scoofa.
Oh, mean.
Bless you, Dulcia. She's like, I am not fixing that pie. You can just give it up, Misty, okay? It's not happening. Okay, clean it up then. Alright, just clean it up. And then go ahead and resume this mac and cheese. And let's see if you can use the stove. I just want to know if you could cook anything. She's like, no, I can't.
Monty.
You think it's the pan rack above? Oh? Do you? Okay, let's delete it and find out. I think you're right. All of that. That was a nightmare. Okay, we have now a stove that works. Thank you. Thank you so much, Love and Sims, because I was like, why is this freaking kitchen not working? This is ridiculous. I could have sworn that this worked before. Oh, she just started a fire. Didn't I tell you not to catch a fire? Extinguish this. Oh my goodness. They're not going to be able to cook anything now. They aren't going to be able to afford to replace their stove. Put it out. Stop. Oh my gosh. The whole bloody house is going to burn down. Can you put it out? Extinguish the fire and stop freaking out. He's like, nope, I'm going to run away. No, you're not. You're the man. Be brave. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. It looks too low. Ah. Oh my goodness. Are we going to be able to afford to get, no, 500 and 275? We are out of money. Oh my goodness. He's like, how am I going to cook this mac and cheese? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, I'm starving. And she's like, have yourself a quick meal. Have yourself some applesauce. What a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Do they have anything in their inventory they can sell? They've got some parts and they've got a toy. And what has she got? A baby photo. Alright, so that's it. Do we have enough now? No. This is ridiculous. I mean, we're gonna have to sell something in the house. What can we sell? I mean, we have tons of stuff in this house. Let's sell this. That's 180. That's good enough. I literally just need enough to replace the stove. I don't care about the cabinet in the corner there. Like, whatever. I really don't care. But she has literally burned their house down. And I told her not to do that. And did she listen to me? No, why would she do that? Don't you? She's like, look, I told you I have no life skills. She didn't lie. What a disaster. What a disaster. All right, how are we doing on time? All right, we are currently still in April, right? No, we're not. We are in May. Now you've come out here and you've created another fire. What is it with you and fire? She's like, I'm a bit of a pyromaniac. Clearly you're attracted to fire. Clearly. All right, did you eat something? He did. She's good too. All right, you guys just need to get a little bit of, you know, loving in. I'm going to have them, since we're here, go ahead. They have a difficult family dynamic. He's like, you burned our house down. And she's like, yeah, I know I did. I'm going to let them go ahead and have a difficult family dynamic just because it'll be interesting, I think. But he's like, I can't believe you burned our house down. And she's like, I realized that I did that, but it's just because I don't know how to cook yet. And I'm still learning. And he's like, we're going to have to learn fast because we can't afford to keep replacing the stove. And she's like, I know, honey, I'm so sorry. And so she's going to go and apologize to him in bed. And he's like, hopefully going to accept the apology in bed. And maybe they will get pregnant from that. She's like leaping in his arms. Are you going to apologize in bed? I told you to. Are you going to? No? Maybe not. But we're going to have them go and try this apologize in bed thing. And get them to have a little bit of a woohoo. And of course they're going to, I think, go and do that. And he's going to accept her apology in bed because obviously, like, he's like, of course I'm going to, like, I'm a man and I'm not going to turn that down, first of all. And I think that, you know, you should apologize to me for burning our house down. Like, I was starving and I needed you to make me a meal, and, you know, you burned our house up and that took all of our money. We're down to 100 simoleons. Like, money, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. And she's like, yeah, but I didn't mean to. And he's like, I understand that, but, you know, times are tough right now. And she's like, I understand. So I think he is going to accept her apology in bed, and they're going to go, and hopefully they will have something come of this. Obviously, they are needing to have a child. They did just lose their child as a stillborn. So hopefully this will come of something, and they'll be able to, you know, get pregnant again by doing this, and maybe have another child. That is my hope for them anyway. And so we'll see how that works out. She's hungry again. Maybe Cuthbert can cook because I don't trust her. I just don't trust her. So I'm going to have him come down and resume this mac and cheese. And then she can eat it. So we'll have him cook and then she can just eat the food. Maybe he made a big enough serving for everyone. I don't really know, but I'm going to have her come and eat this macaroni and cheese. He didn't. He only made one serving. All right, that's fine. You go ahead and go take yourself a nap. She's going to come eat this food. It'll be fantastic. She's like, oh, honey, did you make that for me? And he's like, yeah, I did. And it's because I accepted your apology. And she's like, that is so sweet. And he's like, also, it's to show you that this is how you cook. And she's like, oh, you're a funny wise guy, eh? So he's like, yeah, I can be. And she's like, okay. So they are obviously just kind of, you know, joking around with one another here. And she's like, all right. He thinks he's so funny. Just because I don't know how to cook. I told him I didn't have any life skills. Some people just don't listen. She's so adorable. She's just so adorable. Even though she burned our house down. So this is obviously our like family. They are a super cute couple. We absolutely love them. And hopefully they will be expecting soon. And that will be great. We want that for them, obviously. And we are just going to go ahead and we are going to go and check in on our main household now. So let's go ahead and check on them. We have tomorrow, Alan Arundel and Victoria Arundel are aging up for their birthdays. They're turning into toddlers, so that'll be super exciting. But for now, we're just going to go check in on our main household. We want to check in on John and see how everything's doing with them. He's at the Petechia house. He has left Juliana alone at home with all of those babies. Oh my goodness. Poor Juliana. I feel so bad for her. John's like, I'm out of here. I cannot handle all of these screaming kids. I'm leaving. And he's just left Juliana at home alone with all of the toddlers, all of the chores, all of everything. And she's probably about to pull her hair out. All right. she is starving. So let's get her downstairs and get her a bite to eat here. So we'll just let her come and grab a serving of this gruel that she made. John is feeling really tense because of his early midlife crisis. Whatever. He's going to have to get over that. He's tired of everything being the same thing day in and day out. But, I mean, he lives on a farm, and things being the same day in and day out is just what it is. So, I hate that for him. I do, but it just is what it is. So, truth be known, that's kind of why Juliana doesn't want to be the heir, because she is worried about her life becoming mundane and day in and day out it being the same thing. And so I think that's kind of funny that he's like freaking out now because his life is kind of like that. But oh well, he never really cared all that much until well, right now. I think he's just really tense because he's lost Sophia, truth be known. And everything's just starting to really get to him. If you recall, he kind of was feeling this way before he met Sophia. He was going through a little bit of a tension and a little bit of a crisis. And then he met Sophia and everything kind of went away and everything was better. So I think he just doesn't like being alone, truth be known. I think he's just a tense guy when he's alone. And when he's in a relationship, he's like, okay, I can handle this. I can handle life. But when he's single, he's like, oh no, the world's getting me down. But there's nothing we can do about that. He's just going to have to deal. He really is. Going to have to suck it up. Oh, look, there's something in here you can repair. That'll give you a change. He's like, that's not a change. Oh, look, and here's something else you can repair. Why are you carrying around the baby? She's fine. There's nothing wrong with her. Why are you carrying her around? Why don't you do something with her? How about you do some tummy time together? If you're going to carry her around, then you might as well do something with her. I mean, at the very least. There we go. Alright, you're going to need to grab yourself a serving of food once you guys are done with tummy time here. Look at Diana's like, I don't want tummy time. I don't like tummy time. John is like, why is the baby downstairs in the floor? Life is just horrible for me right now. It's not, but, you know, he thinks it is. Why don't you come out here and water all of your plants, because no one's watered them in a while, and we can go ahead and evolve them. These are your plants for your nectar making, so we definitely want that. You dislike gardening? No, I don't think so. And you can harvest all your prairie grass. So you need your nectar making plants to be taken care of, so you might as well do well with this. He's like, this is ridiculous. You've learned about horse manure. Alright, great. We can just sell that horse manure because we don't need that. And these trash plants aren't producing anything right yet, so there's that. Alright. Great. It looks like we got 5 more bottles of nectar here, so we're just going to put that in this inventory, and we love that. Alright, you're going to have to come up here and feed Xavier. And you might as well clean up a little bit. why don't you do some laundry? She's like, I'm feeling energized, so I might as well. All right, and then you can clean the shed and refill the feed. No one's done any of the chores today, so we might as well get going on that. Oh my gosh, let's just, you know. Your dad was supposed to repair the line and he didn't do it. John's really not doing his stuff that he's supposed to be doing. He's kind of like just letting things kind of fall by the wayside. It's almost like he's given up on the farm. He's kind of given up on life. He's just like, whatever, I don't have anything worth living for. Like I said, he's feeling bitter about the twins and the fact that he's lost his wife, and he's going through this midlife crisis, and he's just like kind of giving up on everything, and he's just leaving everything to Juliana to handle. And she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a teenager. I can't do all this by myself. And he's basically just kind of checked out. He's really not doing a whole lot of anything. Yes, he's doing his nectar making, but I think he mainly does that still just because he finds it fun. It's kind of like a reprieve for him. It's not really work. And so don't you pick that up. Don't you pick that trash up. You just leave that there. Ugh, you shyster. All right, fine. Yeah, thanks. And so he's just like doing his nectar making because he finds it fun, but he doesn't really look at that as like work. So it's not hard for him to kind of be okay with doing the nectar making, but when it comes to taking care of the babies or doing any of the farm stuff, because he's just like, whatever, this land stole my wife from me, those babies stole my wife from me, and I blame all of, you know, this life on my misery. He's just kind of checked out, and he's really just almost given up. And so he's just leaving everything to Juliana to handle. And she's like, these are your children. This is like, I'm your child, but these are your children. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the best that I can to help you, but I'm only supposed to be helping you. Like, I'm only a teenager. I'm like, they're not my kids. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just learning here. And, you know, she's really kind of gotten stuck here with a little bit more responsibility than she understands and a little bit more responsibility than she can really handle. But she can't really complain because it's her dad, and she feels bad for him because he did just lose a wife, and you know, he's already lost so much in life, and she knows what all he's lost because, well, she's lost it too. But it's different for her because she's just the daughter, and, you know, it affects her differently than it affects him. But she's thinking to herself, like, I can't do all of this. Like when we came in and he had left her here alone and with all of the kids, and he was gone. And she was like, why am I expected to take care of all of these things in the whole house, and he's just off gallivanting around town? But that's just kind of the way it is he's just kind of off doing whatever he wants to do. And I mean, thankfully right now he's kind of feeding Xavier, which is, you know, amazing. We love that. But also, why don't you give him a bath, because he's green. So when you're done feeding him, give him a bath. And he's like, do I have to? Yeah, you do. You really do. Because, like, she's out here working her tail off. She's gonna repair this line because he didn't do it. So we'll have her do that. And then we're gonna have her move the laundry over. So we'll have her do that. So she's just really working herself to the bone. She's exhausted. And she's just thinking, is this day ever going to end? And when can I actually get some sleep? It's already almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's just like, this is ridiculous. Am I ever going to get to go to bed? Yep, you are. I'm going to let you go to bed right now. So we're going to go ahead and queue up here for her to get a little bit of sleep, and then we're going to put John to sleep, and Diana's good. Xavier's getting a bath. And Amelie is good as well. We love that. And it is Tuesday. 1 o'clock in the morning, which means it is the next day. It is Alan Arundel and Victoria Arundel's birthday, so we do need to go ahead and pull up our... Hi Tracy, welcome to the stream. We do need to go ahead and pull up our spreadsheet and give a roll for our birthday Sims. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, Alan and Victoria are both aging up to toddlers today. They can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice. And for Alan, we're going to give him a roll. And he rolls a 10, so he does survive. And for Victoria, she rolls a 13, so she survives. So we love that. So both of them get to live for 16 days. So we are going to just go ahead and put them where they belong on the spreadsheet. All right, and then we are going to need to go ahead and go into the houses and age them up. So Alan and Victoria are both, I believe, in the other Arundel house. So let us go over to their house. All right. All right. Well, he's at the small medieval household, and she's at the Havisham house. Like, why are they at different places? I have no idea, but they are. So we may have to bring them together. I don't really understand what's going on, but that's okay. We will figure it out, and we will get them home. All right, so Alan is here. We love that. Oh, okay, they are together. Victoria and Alan are here. So let's go ahead and hop into Cass, and we are going to just age them both up in Cass and see about what they are going to get as far as their traits go, and we will give them their makeovers. So he currently is sensitive. As a toddler, Alan is going to be curious. All right, Alan, you curious little bean. Let's go ahead and give you your little makeover here. Oh my gosh, but you're so freaking cute. Look how precious he is. I'm not even changing his hair because I think he's adorable. All right, and pink is their color in this household. So let's just go ahead and get him in his little clothes. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. All right, there's little Alan. He is just absolutely precious. The first and only little boy in this house. So their little heir. He's adorable. All right, and then Victoria currently is intense. And as a toddler, she is going to be having a communication developmental delay. She's adorable too. Oh my goodness. Everyone in this house has red hair except for Frederica, because Frederica was obviously from another mother, and so, but they are so cute. Let us do this one as the formal.
Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side. Yeah. Girl, you always tend to drive me crazy, looking at me with those eyes. Yeah. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out.
So cute. The brown eyes. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. Alright. So that's Victoria. So that is Alan and Victoria all aged up. They are precious. I absolutely love them to death. Alright, and so we are here in our Arendelle family. And let's just see how they're doing. I'm fairly certain that Jalissa's pregnant. Yes, she is. How far along is she? She's in her second trimester. She'll be in her second trimester in 2 hours. So she just found out she's expecting. It says she's overweight, but she's pregnant. Like, really? All right. And everyone in this house is feeling a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna have Jalissa cook, I think. Let's go ahead and have her do some food. Oh, it looks like there's plenty of food here, so let's just have her go ahead and call everyone to a meal. Looks like there's some Yorkshire pudding here, and there's also some pigeon pie. So we'll just have her go ahead and call everyone to a meal, and they can come and grab something to eat here and figure out something to eat. So Jalissa's like starving. Hugh is absolutely loving the fact that they have themselves an heir. He has had so many daughters, so we love that he's having a son finally, and so that's great. What's little Alan doing? Alan's like, I'm coming for a little Yorkie. He's so adorable. He's like, don't eat them all before I get there. He's also got to go to the bathroom so bad. She looks happy about being pregnant. Yeah, she does. Says she's happy from cheerful decor. She's happy from her cozy fire. And she's happy for eating from two. It is thrilling to discover a life growing inside you. And she's happy from pretty tasty food. But she's achy. Jalissa is feeling some aches and pains, it says. I don't know why, but that's okay. She's gonna head herself off to the loo here. And you're feeling uncomfortable. What's wrong with you? He is having a desire for excitement. He is feeling bored and wants more out of life. Things are just blah right now. Well, you know, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. Why don't you come over here and resume your horse sculpture? And that might help you get some excitement. He's like, will it though? Well, it might. All right, Frederica is good, and Katerina is uncomfortable. Why are you uncomfortable? I don't know, but it doesn't tell me. Alan's good. He's grabbing something to eat, and Victoria is good. We love that. So as we know, Frederica was Bronwyn's little girl, and she looks just like Bronwyn, so we love that. And that's why she's the only one that has dark hair, because she took after Bronwyn, but... She needs some sleep, so I'm going to let her go ahead and get a little bit of rest. And I'm also going to have you go and get a little bit of rest. You know what? You could probably stand for a little bit of rest as well. Why don't you go ahead and take yourself a little bit of a sleep? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so everyone should probably get some rest if they need some rest. Let's do a quick save here. All right, you need to sleep as well. And I think you're tired, so you can stand to sleep. Why don't you put him down? She's like, I'm gonna go tuck him in because I'm a good mom. All right. Look at her just spoiling this little heir. She's like, come on, little guy, let's go get you to bed. He probably could have walked to bed by himself, but no, she's gonna tuck him in because he is clearly spoiled, being that he's the only boy in a house full of girls. And so she's like, here you go, honey. Let me tuck you in. All right, mama loves you. Okay, seriously, could you please go to bed and stop being like that? I mean, we love that you love him, but I mean, favoritism much? All right, go to sleep. All right, so we're just gonna let her go ahead and get a little bit of rest here. We still have a long day ahead of us here, and we love that. What are you doing? You probably need to get yourself into bed and go to sleep here as well. He's hungry. Why don't you come down and grab yourself a serving, Hugh, and then when you're done with that, you can go out hunting. That'll give you something different to do. He's like, okay, I can do that. It's been a while. I don't think you've gone hunting ever in your life, so it'll be something new for you to do. He's like, I'm pretty sure that these Yorkshire puddings have gone off. I'm pretty sure they probably have as well. But it is what it is. Alright, so she's going to get up when she's done with her little nap here, and she's going to clean up, and then I'm going to have her cook something. Now, as we know, she is not the best at cooking. Like, she just isn't. So I'm going to hope that she doesn't burn the house down. But, I mean, all bets are off on this one, because there's a good possibility she will burn the house down. There just is. So she's going to get up here, she's going to clean up a little bit, and then we'll have her cook. Look at him. He's like, everything in this house is disgusting. And she's like, yeah, well, you know, you could help me clean. And he's like, I could, but you're already in the process of doing it, so what's the point in helping now? He's like, I needed to, like, go and get some rest. I got us a duck, I got us a pigeon, I got us a chicken. And she's like, great, thank you for that. He's made 2 horse sculptures. We can sell those, and we've got some parts here, so we'll sell that. That's great. Honestly, you need to get in there and cook because you're starving to death. I know that you're pregnant, but I mean, you're still hungry. All right, so she is just going to make this chicken pie, and we're going to hope, like, beyond hope, that she doesn't burn the house down. She's just thinking about her brother there, which is really sweet. All right, go ahead and get up, and you can come and eat this pigeon pie. Oh my goodness, you need to go to the bathroom. I hope you're going. She's like, I am. Okay, great. Come eat this Yorkshire pudding. Mom's cooking. Oh my gosh, she did it, and she didn't burn the house down. We love that. All right, so she's going to eat and then go to the washroom. We love that so much. All right, I'm going to get the kids up. They're going to come and grab a serving of this as well. And you can come and grab yourself a serving as well. Maybe it's him that can't cook. Someone in this house burns things down. I can tell you that. Aww. He's like, how are you doing? And she's like, I'm fine. And he's like, I went hunting today. And she's like, did you get anything good? And he's like, yeah, I got a duck and I got a pigeon and I got a chicken. And she's like, yeah, that's pretty good. We could have used some venison. And he's like, yeah, well, beggars can't be choosers. I got what I got. And she's like, yeah, I guess. She's like, maybe there just wasn't, you know, good spot for deer today. And he was like, maybe I wasn't out there long enough, but I was tired and I was hungry. Socially awkward lesson. Frederica is socially awkward. These Sims may struggle in certain social situations and can have a hard time communicating with others while they're nervous around groups of unfamiliar Sims. But they thrive when surrounded by familiar faces. Okay, well that's good. At least she's, you know, at home with her family, so she should be fine. Why don't you go ahead and grab a serving of this, because I know you're probably hungry. And these toddlers are going to go ahead and grab a serving of this as well. And how are you doing? He's like, I'm okay. But he is very uncomfortable because he was mauled by a bear. So he's going to be sore for 3 days. We hate that for him. Let's go ahead and get him to come over here. Oh, he can't. He's too uncomfortable to do anything. Oh, no. Well, crap. That's not good. Maybe he can check the mail and see what we got. He's like, I'm so sore. And she's like, oh no, you had a bad time. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, how did you get mauled by a bear? You were catching duck or hunting duck. And he's like, I don't know. I just did. All right, so we got some toys. We're just going to sell all these toys. And they also got some plants, but I don't know if we have room to plant them. Like they have a little garden here out front, and then they have a little bit of a garden here in the back. Oh my goodness. Can you come out here and weed? And he's probably going to tell me no. Yeah, he's going to tell me no. Can she come out here and weed? She can weed and water them. Let's get her to do that. And can she also evolve them? Or does she not have enough skill? No, she doesn't have enough skill. Does he have enough skill? No, he doesn't. Okay, well they're going to need to get their skill up in their gardening so they can evolve these plants. For sure. Maybe we can open these seed packets and see what we got. So we got some carrots, and maybe we can plant them here. Can he plant them? Come out here and plant. He's like, are you kidding me with this planting nonsense? I just told you that I'm not well. Look how slow he's walking. What's wrong with him? He dislikes gardening. No, you don't. Oh, he's planting from the inside. Oh, okay. There he goes. All right, so he's going to plant these carrots here, and then maybe we'll get him to plant some peas too. There we go. He's like, why do you make me do this? I'm so tired, and I was mauled by a bear. I'm so in pain. Look at her. She's going behind him watering. I love it. Teamwork. Yes. Yes, queen. She's like, I need a nap. That took out every bit of energy I had. We love it. Oh, she's singing and using her diaper. Okay, great. All right. Everyone seems to be doing pretty good. We really could stand to do some potty training, but I don't even think we have a potty chair in this house, so there's that. Oh, we do. Potty help. He's going to be like, can you please help me with the potty? To Frederica. And she's going to be like, ew, really? Ugh, I guess. If I'm the only one around to help. It blows being a teenager in this house with toddlers around. But, you know, she's going to have to help him. She's like, just sitting here all happily thinking to herself how life is so grand. Like, I'm the oldest. Everyone else around me so little. And she's like, life is just good, you know? We live in this beautiful place, and, you know, life is just really good. And then her little toddler brother is going to come and ask her, will you come help me use the potty? And she's going to be like, ew, really? Ugh. And her whole idea of how life was so grand is going to go flying right out the window. Because she's going to realize that she has to do that. She's like, ugh, okay, fine. Come on, let's go do some potty skill. I will help you. And he's like, yay. Why is she so dizzy? She's dazed from being lightheaded. Frederica is feeling a little dizzy. Well, what's wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Let's give a bath to Victoria too, because she's feeling really gross. What are you doing, Hugh? He's like, what did you do in your pants? And she's like, I used my pants. And he's like, why? Why did you do that? Why don't you change her diaper? Look at her. Frederica's like, I've got it under control. I want to bathe her. Everything will be fine. Nobody worry. Okay, Mom, you're gonna have to cook again because that chicken pie did not last long. Why don't you make a meat and tomato tart? You know what? I think the reason that chicken pie didn't last long was because I think Mom ate it all. She's a little bit of a glutton, Jalissa. So she's constantly eating up all the food. Even when she's not hungry, she's just in here shoveling food down her face. Alright, why don't you come in here and help by cleaning up a little bit? Alright, she's going to bed. Alright, you're hungry. Come in here and eat this chicken pie. Oh, he's hungry too. Oh, hurry up and make that food. She's like, I'm sniffing it to make sure these tomatoes are good. Okay, you sniff it all you want, just make it. We're almost into the last day of the year. We are coming up on October of 1363, which is amazing. And when it is October of 1363, we do have to roll for Cuthbert Like to become a young adult and Joan Berman to become an adult. let's go ahead and call everyone to a meal. So let's do that, and we'll get everyone up. Okay, get yourself a serving of this because you're hungry. She's gonna clean the toilet, like the little potty chair. We love that. Okay, come over here. Why are you wanting to clean it up? Come grab a serving. You should go to the washroom. And so should you go to the washroom. Like, honestly, people, come on, get with the program. Maybe I don't have enough washrooms in this house. Maybe that's the problem. But they all have to go, and none of them are doing it. Alright, go to bed because it is time for you to get some sleep. We are heading into midnight now. Jalissa, you're about to pass out. Go to bed. Alright, you need to go to sleep too, Frederica. And you need to go to bed, little guy. Look at little Alan. He's like, I'm going to bed. I'm going. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Okay, here, you go here. There we go. Everyone's headed off to bed. Who got married? Maricela McNally and Emmett McNally got married. Aren't they related? I'm very confused. Is Maricela McNally and Emmett McNally not related? Is that not her, like, mother and son? I'm very confused. I mean, I didn't make the McNally family, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Maricela was the mom and Emmett is the son. I'm almost positive of that. And I think the game just married them. I don't know why it would do that. Like, he must have aged up and then they decided to get married, which is really weird because I should have realized that they were like, I don't understand. I'm really confused. Okay, that's fine. I'll have to look into that and figure it out and maybe fix that when I'm off camera here. That's super strange. That being said, she is heading to the washroom because she is about to pee herself. Poor Katarina is having a really rough go. And then we're going to go ahead and grab her a serving. It is officially October of 1363. We are going to go ahead and roll for Cuthbert-like, and if they weren't set in cast. I'm pretty sure they were set in cast. I didn't make them. Leah Maria made them for me. Leah Maria, I'm pretty sure you set their relationships up in cast. Did you not? We're gonna go ahead and roll for Cuthbert-like and Joan Berman. So as you can see, Cuthbert is aging up to a young adult, and he can't roll a 3, 7, or 19. And so we're going to pull up our dice and we're going to give it a roll for Cuthbert. Cuthbert rolls a 1, so he does live. And then we've got for Joan, she needs to roll anything higher than a 7. Oh geez, I did it again. I didn't show you guys the dice. There's his 1. For Joan, she needs to roll anything higher than a 7, and she rolls a 15, so she gets to live as well. We freaking love that. All right, so Cuthbert gets 40 days. I'm really glad that he lives. He gets 40 days. Let us go ahead and put him where he belongs on the timeline. So he'll be aging up on that day. And Joan will be aging up on that day. Perfect. All right, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to go into the like residence, and we are going to age up Cuthbert now to a young adult. And then we will hop over to Joan Berman's house and we will age up Joan to an adult. So let's go to the like residence. Oh, no, that's not the like residence. He is in Scotland. You know, I've got too many Sims and I just can't keep track of them all. All right, so we are going to go see Cuthbert and age him up to a young adult now. I use genetic randomizer, so it should set it as a son. Oh yeah, it should definitely. All right, Cuthbert. Let's go ahead and age you up, sir, to a young adult. So we are going to set your age as young adult and let you age up here. All right, so he currently is calm and phlegmatic, and now he is going to be active. These Sims tend to be energized, can pump up other Sims, and may become upset if they don't exercise for a period of time. I'm also going to make him family oriented. He wants a big happy family, and we love that for him. All right, he's feeling great. He's like, all right, I am now a young adult, and his dad sent him a gift. We love that. All right, so he has aged up and is a young adult and is loving life. And we're gonna go and see Joan Berman. We don't see her very often at all, and the reason for that is because she married and is not having children, and so we don't ever like really check in with her or anything like that. But her and her husband just live here in this little house in England, and they are just living out their little lives here, and are by themselves and aren't planning to have children because she can't have kids, and they just live here together. The last time we saw her, she was with her mother here, and her mom came over and her mom died, and she had to go lay her mom to rest. But it's just her and her husband here, and they just kind of live out their lives together. And they're just kind of an old, like, little old couple together. So I am just going to go ahead and age her up to an adult now, and we will see her age up. And it says adulthood, fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, and midlife crises await. The perfect time to start wrapping up those lifelong goals. All right, so let's go ahead and we will continue on. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was Emmett McNally, right? Yeah, it was Emmett McNally that got married to, whoever that was. Maricela McNally and Emmett McNally, they got married. All right, so we have now aged up everyone that needs to age up in our timeline for the year. Everything is done as far as on the agenda for the year for 1363. I think we are just going to go in and continue out our year with our main household, and we will play up until it is time for 1364, or until I don't know. Maybe I'll just cut it short here. I'm not sure. Let me see what's going on. Let's just go see what's going on with our main household. I am planning to check in with everyone. Oh, he is so hungry. So let's go ahead and get John something to eat. He's hungry here. So I'm just going to grab a serving of this cheese and fruit plate for him. And everybody is, I may take this private practice out of this save. How do you guys feel about that? It's just telling me they're overweight and they're underweight. And I don't know that I will be using this private practice stuff anyway, so I may take it out. What do you guys think of that? I probably will take it out. But anyway, my plan is to continue on. No, he isn't a son. He is the father of those children. I guess I did not see Emmett and Maricela as married when I made them. Oh, well, they just got married. So they just got married in my game. I guess they were just very, very much in love, and now they just, decided to go ahead and just tie the knot. So they literally just got married. So congrats to them. Anyway, we are going to just check in with our kids. He's going to have to feed Amelie. Actually, Amelie could just come down and grab herself a serving. And he is going to have to feed Diana, and he is going to need to feed Xavier. So he is going to go up. I'm going to make him tend to his little ones, because they need to be fed. I mean, she's up here with them. She could technically feed them, but technically it's not her job. Like, she is their sister. She's not their mother. And so I am going to make him do it, even though he's feeling extremely tense right now, but I don't really care. I'm going to make him do it anyway. So I'm going to have her go and use the washroom and tend to herself. And so there's that. It is All Fool's Day today. And technically they need to do some mischievous things, which I don't know if they will get up to any mischievous actions or not, but it is All Fool's Day, so technically they are supposed to. My goal here, though, is to finish out 1363, and then I would like to go ahead and record 1364, because I want to get it ready to put up for you guys for Thursday, for a recording for you guys just to watch on the channel, because we're not streaming on Thursday. And so I would like to do that. So I may go ahead and cut the stream and just play out the rest of this off camera, and then record 1364 so that I can go ahead and record and edit it and get it uploaded, so that it will be ready for you guys for Thursday. And that way you guys will have a video to watch on Thursday, because as of right now, there isn't anything that's going to be going on Thursday. And then I will be streaming again on Saturday on Twitch. So I'm probably going to go ahead. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just go ahead and leave it here. And then I will see you guys again live on Saturday over on Twitch. But we have had an excellent year for 1363. We have had everybody that we rolled for live. We did have Xena roll to die, but then we pled for the Grim, and she was able to be resurrected, which was fantastic. We did have Christopher that baby that did die, but that was the only death we had the entire year, which is fantastic. like unheard of. So I am very pleased by that. I don't expect us to have any more babies come through for this day. I figure we'll probably have our babies the first part of 1364, so that's why I'm okay to just go ahead and play off camera and then get that for you guys on a recording for 1364. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and leave it here, but I had so much fun playing with you guys today, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it here, and I will see you guys in the comments on Thursday's video, and then I will see you live on Saturday on Twitch. And obviously, again, I upload all of those to YouTube. For those of you that don't, go ahead and see me live on the Twitch stream. So that being said, we are going to be having some changes for our streams that are going to be coming, because as of this week, my stream schedule has changed because my work schedule has changed. So I am no longer going to be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am now only going to be streaming on the weekend. This was my last Tuesday stream. Obviously, I'm not streaming on Thursday. Next week, I won't be streaming Tuesday or Thursday. I'll only be streaming on the weekend, and you'll see that when it comes up on the calendar. But I just want you guys to know that our weekday streams are now ending, and we are going to weekend streams only. So I'll only be streaming on Saturdays. So yeah. That is going to be a huge change for the channel moving forward, because it'll be less time for us to do the Ultimate Decade streaming. So I'm going to have less content coming out for that. I'm going to try to make more videos for you guys for that, but I am working full-time again, and so I will be putting out as much content as I can, but there's only so much I can do now that I'm working full-time. So I just am hoping that you guys will bear with me and be patient while I try to get you guys content out, and I'll do my best to try to stream when I can. And yeah, until next time, I'm gonna go ahead and fly for now, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye guys.